In this video I'll be checking out a portrait screen and how HDMI adapters work with a portrait screen. In that, does it stretch the screen and allow you to enjoy the HDMI adapters how you want on a portrait display? So if you have a car with a portrait display, keep watching this video as I look into how these HDMI adapters function on a portrait display. Today I'm in Megane E-Tech 2025 edition with its larger vertical portrait screen. Thanks to Handy Renault for allowing me to play around in their Megane E-Tech today. Really appreciate it. So we've got the portrait display here, nice and ready to get plugged in to the adapter. We're going to fire up the CarlinKit first to see how well that handles. Now, being a modern CarPlay port, we need to use a USB-C adapter. So we're going to plug that in there, and then we're going to plug that into the USB port, and then we wait for that to boot up. So you want to connect to CarPlay, yes. So we now switch to CarPlay, and we go into CarPlay. Doesn't seem to want to detect it.
A few moments later.
Okay, so the CarlinKit doesn't seem to want to work, so I'm going to take that out. Next, we're going to try out the Ottocast Car TV Mate Pro. Going to connect that. Yes, we do. Okay, now we're in. So that's as exciting. So as you can see, it doesn't handle it that well. I am running the August edition and it is a little bit buggy. Trying to connect to my CarPlay. So if I tap this, we're probably into CarPlay, yeah. So it's using the wireless adapter side of things. So we're going to come out of that, go into the home screen and enter HDMI. And we're going to plug the HDMI in, and then we don't really have much of a source at the moment. So we're going to connect up our phone and see if we can do screen mirroring. So now we're on to screen mirroring the phone. It's very, very small. We don't really have many options to scale the screen, unfortunately. So that is our limit. Unfortunately, that's quite bad, to be honest. But we're going to YouTube, play a video and see what happens. Not hearing any audio. There we go. A Wi-Fi network. The quality is definitely down to your setup, where you place the screen in your car and how far the camera is away from your windscreen. Personally, I do prefer a more panoramic 16:9. So that's a little bit detriment. I can't actually get back to CarPlay now, so that's a little bit of a bug with portrait screens on the Car TV Mate Pro. But the fact that it actually is working down the CarlinKit is a little bit of a step forward. But as you can see here, it's not a very good experience. Okay, and finally we've got the CarlinKit FireDrive and Fire TV Stick all in one adapter here. So we're going to plug in the one end into the USB port to at least pass the CarPlay side of things, and then I've got a power brick, otherwise I don't have the adapter for it. We're going to connect up the other side into power, which can be just the other USB port in the car. That's now powering up the device, and that's not great. Oh, needs a reboot maybe. So again, it's not really suitable for portrait screens. You'd think it would do maybe a resolution check or something, but it doesn't seem to want to do that. So with the remote control, it hasn't got a internet connection, so we have to give it one because we're remote. Right, so we're connected to the phone, but as you can see that the ratio is so off that it's probably a little bit unusable, to be honest. Let's quickly run into YouTube to see what the quality of the sync is like. Allow the Fire Stick to be slid into, and its HDMI port at the back here. Now the quality of the sync is actually very good actually. I'd see if I can skip right to the end. Using this functionality and the good performance that these offer, then it's definitely worth checking out. And I'll put the link to this campaign down below so you can learn more about it and buy yourself one. Just like the HDMI that's very adapter, good actually. The sync is actually very good.
Pretty much exactly the same adapter.
The only thing is that you can't scale it back to the ratio mode. Other than that, I think the quality would be very good if that actually was the case on this adapter. But unfortunately, you can't really adjust that. So I'll tell them about this. Maybe they can apply a firmware update and get this fixed for more portrait screens. Okay, so that's basically it. You've seen all the adapters that I've tried so far. CarlinKit didn't work. The Car TV Mate Pro and maybe the original Car TV Mate will work. But again, there is actual issues with coming back to the car system, and it's obviously the portrait is all squashed as well. It can't do a ratioed version on portrait currently, and we'll need an update of its firmware. As for the FireDrive Link for Fire TV and other HDMI devices from CarlinKit, that's a little bit better. The sync was definitely better as well, but there was an issue again with the stretched portrait mode. So hopefully they'll bring out an update for that in the future. and it's also for other makers to support more portrait screens as well. Alright, I hope you found this video helpful. If it has, give us a thumbs up and let me know in the comments if you have any questions about other vehicles that you'd like to try these adapters on, and I'll do my best to make that happen. You can send us a super thanks along with your comment or question. I really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.